on. Hey. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right here, this one right here, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later. Good. Come back. Good night.
The Korean Zombie traveled all the way from Korea to show his support for Max Holloway in today's rematch against Charles Oliveira, demonstrating the powerful friendship that has developed between these former adversaries.
You know that 170 strap would look great to go for the Triple Crown. I'm a fridge freezer at this weight. Why go down to 155 and drain ourselves and then title it BMF? The BMF title was founded by Nate Diaz at 170 pounds, the creator of the belt. So the belt should be contested at 170 pounds. And I'm up for it. And I'll go and I'll take it. There's so many avenues we can go. And I'm up for every single one.
Conor McGregor has voiced his opinion that the Charles Oliveira versus Max Holloway fight shouldn't carry BMF title implications. In his conversation with Smashcast Media before UFC 326, McGregor stated there's no real BMF essence in this matchup and outlined his reasoning for why the BMF championship should exclusively be fought at 170 pounds.
I think Charles, so some fights he fights very well, sometimes he fights bad. Depends how it's gonna look like. I'm gonna tell like from 1 or 2 minutes. His last fight he was with Gamrot, he looked so good.
He looked amazing.
Yeah, he just destroyed him like so easy and took him out in the second round. And
he looked a different league to Gamrot on the ground. He did whatever he wanted.
He's Gamrot, he's a grappler too, and like he took him out like so easy, and on the feed was good too. And especially after knockout, he got knocked out from the Ilya and went there and performed on such a good level. I was shocked, to be honest.
Yeah.
And like, but sometimes he fights bad, sometimes he fights good. But like, I would say Oliveira.
Arman Tsarukyan and Giorgio Paulo are set for their rematch on the wrestling mats this month. Real American Freestyle confirmed Friday that this showdown will happen at RAF 7 on March 28th in Tampa. This announcement follows just days after their initial encounter at RAF 6, where Arman claimed victory by points. Arman Tsarukyan has also offered his forecast for the upcoming Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira battle. Having previously faced and beaten Oliveira, Arman feels he has deep insight into his former opponent's fighting approach. During his recent appearance on the Jackson podcast, Arman mentioned he expects the opening 2 minutes will give him a strong indication of the winner. Though he believes those early moments will be telling, he's currently favoring Oliveira to emerge victorious.
Tom, I know you briefly touched on it then, but we've seen Dana come in and he's paying boxers a lot more than in the UFC. Did that bother you at first at all?
I mean, I think it's bothered everybody. I think if one guy's getting paid 15 million and the other guy's getting 15 grand, I think that's a big difference, mate. Which is part of the reason that I want to explore other options.
Tom Aspinall has added his voice to the fighters expressing frustration over Dana White's $15 million payment to a single boxer. During Friday's press conference, Aspinall called out the inequality of boxers earning $15 million, while certain UFC athletes compete for just $15,000. Aspinall mentioned this disparity as a key factor driving his interest in transitioning to boxing.
When can we expect to see you back in the cage, Tom? What is the latest on that timeline?
Like Eddie said, I've had multiple surgeries, so things do have to be right for me physically as well. So just when I'm under the doctor's, whatever he says at the minute. So I'm back in the gym now doing a bit of training, and yeah, just the full focus is now just coming back and doing my thing.
Aspinall provided encouraging news about his recovery, confirming he's returned to the gym and resumed his training routine.
Tom Aspinall's with Eddie Hearn. Say he can't really come to terms with the UFC. If the UFC can get Francis Ngannou back in the fold, then you start making fights with him and say he always was the champion. He just left for a while. John Jones gives you too many problems to get on the White House, right? Or it's not working. Francis Ngannou's on the market. You kind of pivot and go, well, Francis, can we get together and talk about maybe you fighting at the White House? That takes a little bit of that leverage from the Jones side. And then also it just gives us the chance to have Francis back in the UFC. Now, I don't know that that's going to happen because it seems like the UFC and Dana and Francis aren't really coming together in the way that they would need to in order to make that happen. But hell, we have seen things happen in sport, especially in entertainment, more than I could come to tell you. So CM Punk hated the WWE. He's back now. We've seen so many. Brock Lesnar, it looked like Brock Lesnar would never get back in the WWE after all the things that he did. He's back now. So many people have had issues with the organization, and they've been back.
Friday brought the Professional Fighters League's announcement of Ngannou's release from their organization. The former UFC heavyweight champion joined PFL in 2023 after an extended contract disagreement with the UFC. The 39-year-old Cameroon native fought just once for PFL, delivering a first-round knockout of Renan Ferreira in October 2024 to claim the Superfights Heavyweight Championship. He's now an unrestricted free agent. Following today's release announcement, Sports Business Insider Blake Wagnon reported that Ngannou might be heading to Most Valuable Promotions, Jake Paul's company. The report suggests Ngannou could appear on an upcoming Netflix fight card headlined by Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano. According to sources familiar with the event, negotiations are nearing completion, though Ngannou's opponent remains undetermined and isn't expected to be a major name. Daniel Cormier thinks there's still potential for Francis Ngannou to return and fight on a UFC card. After learning of Ngannou's PFL release, Cormier responded in a YouTube video where DC observed that combat sports has witnessed many fighters engage in serious disputes with the UFC only to eventually return to the promotion. Cormier suggested a similar scenario could unfold with Ngannou, keeping the possibility of a comeback alive.
Is there a single fighter in the UFC right now that you think could out-wrestle you?
In a wrestling match?
Yeah.
This is the question.
Pereira.
Yeah. What about Hamzat Chimaev?
That would be a fun one.
That's the most scariest wrestling match in the UFC.
I would love that. That would be super fun. You know, honestly, like, of course, like in a wrestling match, I believe 100% I'm winning that match.
Hamzat?
Yeah, for sure. But I think that
you can't be 100%. That guy's a monster.
He is a monster.
All right, 101%. That's the
lowest I'll get. But have you seen him?
Yeah.
What makes you?
I watch a ton of film on him.
And what do you think? Why are you so confident?
It has nothing to do with him. It just has to do with my belief in myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think honestly, Hamzat. I think Hamzat is probably I think in the UFC right now, wrestling wise, I think him and I are the best wrestlers.
Bo Nickel is certain he could defeat Khamzat Chimaev in competition. During his recent Jackson podcast interview, Nickel described himself and Chimaev as the premier wrestlers in the middleweight category. He stated that in a pure wrestling confrontation, he's completely confident he would secure victory.
Hands tight. 1 minute. Hands up.
Jackson Wink's head coach revealed new training footage of Luke Rockhold engaging in intense sparring sessions with one of Khamzat Chimaev's training partners.
I'm hungover. I went out with Kid Rock last night. Bad idea. We drank a lot of whiskey. Big, bad-headed Dana White emoji. F you. What dumb shit do you have for me this evening? I'm too hungover to deal with these people tonight. What do you got? It says, tell one name. I'll tell you guys something about the White House fight. So we've been working on this thing nonstop, and one of the fights literally just fell out when I walked in here. I don't see. I think Conor killed himself. I don't know. One of the fights fell off tonight. Brutal.
The UFC event hasn't received official confirmation yet, but it's already experienced one fight cancellation. During Friday's live stream with Nina Marie Dantas, officials disclosed that one bout scheduled for the upcoming UFC card, which was set to be revealed during UFC 326, will no longer take place.
Heavyweight division, Luke Fernandez versus Rodolfo Bellato. Official weight 205.
You can witness the exact moment UFC matchmakers Hunter Campbell and Mick Maynard learned this news during Friday's UFC 326 ceremonial weigh-ins. Here are the internet's top 3 viral memes. The third place meme came from Robert's social media post. The second place meme originated from Velocity's Satisfaction account. The champion meme was created and shared by C Refrigerator.